Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another exciting episode of You've Already Peaked Gaming Podcast, featuring your hosts, Locarthemanbeast. Also featuring me, DjLobsterDust.
What's up, dude?
What's up, man?
We are doing this a little early. I know this is your Monday podcast, but this is our America Day.
This is our America Day. This is the most un-American I've been on America Day.
Yeah. Why would you?
This is. I woke up. I was like, I need coffee. I got so much shit I got to do today, and I can't tell you the shame I had when I went to Starbucks. She saw it. What are you doing for the 4th? And I like just instantly nothing. And then just like the realization, like, oh man. I mean, I don't have any fucking Budweiser or Coors Original in my house. I have 0 fireworks. I
don't think that that's a problem, though. I don't think that that's a problem. No. I feel like we should celebrate the day like Washington crossed the Delaware. That's an American Day.
You see that Shane Gill sketch?
No. Oh, yeah.
The British assumed that it would only a retard would come across the Delaware in freezing water conditions on a rowboat. Unfortunately for them, they were their 6'1", slightly retarded President George Washington.
He's like, you ever see that guy just standing out in the middle of the woods, like, It's like, oh Jesus,
it's George.
I mean, there's some people that celebrate 4th of July American style, you know. It's like the independence, you know, the day we broke free from British rule and all that stuff.
Oh, 4th of July used to be Bobby and Will at their place, me at my place. And as soon as you wake up, it's like, who's the first one to send the other a video of Toby Keith, courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue playing while pounding a beer and then sprinting to the other person's house with like 2 bottles of fucking whiskey in their hand to just kick it off. What are we going to do? Smoke weed, get fucked up, and smoke meat. We didn't smoke weed.
I was going to say, at Bobby's house? Wait.
I know. The coffee needs to start copying.
Oh, man. No. But that's also the next thing about it, too, is like, it's just the problem with American holidays is it's just a reason for people to get drunk.
Careful.
Right? No.
Oh, okay. Fair.
Because you could do that at any point in the day, but then everybody's like, well, I'm off. We might as well. My buddy Brandon sent me a video. So on Super Bowl, someone down the block of his, you know, he lives out kind of in the hood. Someone down the block from his drove their car into his car in his like driveway, just like smashed his car, drove in the other person's, and then they were like, we're gonna take off, we'll be back tomorrow, and then just basically came back and was like, yeah, we didn't want to like get a Dewey or whatever, so they like, you know, paid for it and got everything else squared away. He was like, hey, remember the kids that like fucking hit my car? I was like, yeah. He's like, this is that. They have a YouTube channel. I'll send it to you. It's just them standing on the block he lives on with like makeshift rocket launchers, fucking firing mortars into the sky.
Yeah.
In the middle of like Sacramento area.
Yeah.
There's nothing American about burning down your house, your neighbors' houses.
The George Floyd riots would beg to differ. I'm working. I got the bingo list in my head. I'm already working towards it.
Yeah. So
I've covered a lot of bases already.
We've got to maybe like every time.
I think we should put the link, since it's so early.
Yeah.
In the video description.
Well, I need the link ahead of time before I put it out.
Yeah.
And then
we'll get that. We should open with that.
Yeah.
But if you've made it this far, go ahead and find your bingo card. Rewind, figure out what you missed.
Yeah. And then post in the comments which number you got, because I've got a theory going on. I think even numbers are more likely to have bingos than the odd numbers. Because I may or may not have opened a couple of them.
Not
that night.
You play with multiple cards?
No,
that person, you got your blotters out?
Yeah, exactly right. There was no restrictions on that. No, I opened one in the private tab, opened one to the during the day, remember I told you I opened one up? I was like, I didn't have it. Because I just was watching to make sure like it worked. And then as we sat down and I still won bingo. That was a legit win.
I was so close.
I was close a bunch of times.
So close.
Until I hit Giggle Fit. Then when Giggle Fit happened, it was like sick.
I thought Giggle Fit was going to happen so much earlier.
Yeah, I felt like we'd laugh a lot. We've not been laughing that much.
Well, okay. Well, like the Giggle Fits, like when we're like, like all of a sudden we're crying. We sound like fucking two Bert Kreischers just wheezing.
I'm also sad that we decided to do the bingo card on that podcast.
I know.
We could have done it on
that was the most
boring.
Yeah. We didn't have much.
What was it? Nobody watches this shit. So we come
home. Yeah,
I
mean, nobody does.
We come home.
We're trying to hit the old bingo card though.
See that? Well,
there's going to be new things.
I feel like Aaron has. That's when I lost the first bingo card because I watched it like when I was on lunch or whatever, and when I lost the first bingo card, I was almost kind of proud. I was like, "Fuck you, Aaron! Fuck you!" Like we don't do the same shit every week. And then I was like, "Oh wait."
I swear I was like, no, just I will know when we see it. We know when we see it. Like Aaron's been watching these, he's been picking up on little things. He doesn't need to explain it. And then just instantly is like, oh, I know what it is. Oh,
it also maybe, oh man, it really kind of like it cut deep a little bit though too. I was like,
yeah,
man,
how often do I air suck a dick?
How often are we talking about shit? I mean, I will right now, but this is not for bingo. I am just going to like talk about the fact that it has been so fucking hot. Like,
yeah.
Oh my God. Like this entire week, nothing like from middle of last week till all the way through next week won't drop below 105 degrees. And like Will was saying, he's like, people who are not in California, like sometimes do not realize how hot Sacramento gets. Like this place sucks, dude. It is so hot. I have had like 2 or 3 days of just like almost like the heat stroke, like from just being in the heat. Like I'm drinking water, I'm drinking my electrolyte, Pedialyte stuff, you know what I mean? I'm trying to stay hydrated, but like at a certain point, there's just nothing you can do.
Yeah, sunstroke's gonna sunstroke no matter what.
That's exactly right. No matter how heat deal, like even if you're like you're trying to, because you go to and from places in the heat. Like you're in the car, your AC doesn't really heat up very much. I'm outside 24/7, you know what I mean? So it's like, man, I get home and I just have heat stroke diarrhea. And it is just the most uncomfortable, the most uncomfortable shit in the world, dude. It's just like your body,
no pun intended.
No pun intended, because your body is just like, I am breaking down, dude. I don't know what you want from me, but we're gonna evacuate now. And it's like, oh God,
that's precious sodium and electrolytes releasing themselves from your molecular cell makeup.
Oh, yeah, I'm watching.
No, stay in me.
The helix of my DNA just start to break down and dissolve,
unraveling.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna shit this part out.
It's called evolution. We can just get rid of it. We'll be fine.
It's the beginning of X-Men 2.
Oh my God. Oh God. So this goes live Monday and you got left at the altar.
Yep.
How does that feel?
By this time, I will have been on a beach wondering, just like the walkout song, just play it again. Brad, it's been 35 minutes of playing the same 4 minutes of this song. Like, you should. No, I'll just wait. Her family's already gone.
At this point when this goes live, you're waking up realizing, oh fuck, taxes are gonna suck this year.
Oh, I am so not excited for that.
I hope you guys have put like extra money away because you'll probably end up owing.
Yeah, we already owe.
Yep. And then it goes combined. Even if you file separately, they'll file together. You guys will owe a shit ton of money. It's actually better to get married.
I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. Song was about taxes. Everybody thought it was about butt stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how you know you found the right girl, right? Treat her right.
Willing to do joint taxes.
Yeah, that's exactly right. All right, we'll do the taxes together. Like, my girl ever looked at me, it was like, you know, like, you can do butt stuff. Like, I just want to clean the house, make forts, do taxes, live comfortably, eat string cheese by bites. No?
Are you talking about you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mr. Butt Stuff himself? You're the one's like, no, I don't want butt stuff.
What did Kyle used to say? He's like, it's almost kind of gay how much you enjoy that. It's like, yeah, you know, it is what it is. It's like, you get with a girl and she'd be like, what are you doing putting it in my pussy? Like, get out of here.
Yeah. Stop. What are you doing? It's not a special occasion.
No. I've grown.
Did you see the game I sent you?
I did. I haven't even.
That's a core freaky Friday.
I was gonna say I haven't even accepted it yet because like I clicked on it, it was like Epstein, and I was like,
oh, you spoiled it.
It's not a spoil. I don't know. I don't know if we should end up on lists like that.
That's true. Well, okay. In this one, you're a child fighting to free the other children. Apparently,
I'm
not gonna lie. I saw it. I saw it on the thing. I was like, oh, what the is that real? And then I saw it. I was like, that's real. And then as soon as I hit checkout and I got that, like, thanks for your purchase, I was like,
yeah.
Like,
there's just some things you say. So, especially right now with YouTube, I don't know.
Yeah, this is the one that gets us.
Man, I don't know what the hell's going on with YouTube because it feels so bad that it's run by AI now. Me and Sean were having this conversation because of the whole thing. So I had that comment. So Aaron put that comment down on not the last.
Thanks, Aaron.
Yeah, buddy. But two
that's not us talking shit about you.
YouTubes ago.
Don't get to mark that box.
Aaron said, I had said something about I was a rainbow or something like that. And he was like, a rainbow? Really? On Pride Month? You know? And I said, also, and all I did, I just wrote back the comment. I said, also Men's Mental Health Month, because everybody forgets that that's June. That's a huge thing, right? That's a huge thing.
It is.
For some reason.
If you're watching this, you probably need it more than anything.
Yeah, the acronyms took over that month. And
oh, there it is. Check that one off, boys and girls.
That's what Pad says. I just and then, you know, everybody forgets that June was Men's Mental Health Month, and they were like, well, I guess
my friend says it. Why can't I say it?
The fact that I got YouTube on our channel sent me a notification that was basically like, this is
a strike against ourselves.
Yeah, registered as hate speech. I was like, what in the fuck are you talking about, man? It's wild. It's wild. We don't lean. We got to lean super left when we make this YouTube channel. We can't throw the hard R's anymore. Retard.
Okay.
we gotta.
There's some episodes that we've edited stuff out of that I don't remember.
Oh, those just haven't aired.
I mean, I thought it was the one that you said, but I just wanted to be sure.
Oh my God. It's frustrating. It's frustrating because you don't know. if AI is running things, AI's got to be learning from something.
And what AI?
Yeah. AI is learning from the corporate approach.
We're fucked.
You know what I mean? Like AI is just doing the corporate thing where it's like, oh, this is something. We'll make sure that this is focused there. Because I wonder if I make that comment outside of June, that same comment I wrote, if the AI would pick up on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or if it's like, hey, only for June, like, make sure everything gets canceled out on that point.
I'd have to imagine there's like, because AI works kind of in like queries and responses and like how it like approves things and stuff like that. So I'd have to imagine it's like someone said Pride Month and then like there's an immediate thing. Like if anything is like contradicting it or like sounds like that, that's a thing. And it's like going through and doing that. Like I'd imagine they don't like watch all of the episodes, right? They probably have like an algorithm that like this waveform is consistent with this word, and then it like checks upon that.
What I also think has a lot to do with it too, because there's no way the YouTube AI bot is watching all the content that gets put on YouTube. It's impossible. But I do know that YouTube has an integrated system that when we upload stuff, it pulls from like the closed captioning. So you know it's all whatever they're reading or whatever. Exactly.
Who's gonna be the first one to hard R it?
Are we testing the theory? Excuse me. But yeah, man, I don't know. I feel see, that's the thing. Or we need to get like a really thick accent. Like almost like
Gaelic.
Yeah, where like the YouTube algorithm's like, I'm not entirely sure what they're saying. Because I even at one point when the episode where we were trying to not swear, where we're trying to go family friendly, I edited a bunch of that. Right? So I had said fuck one time and I put like a bunch of things on screen, and then you went in and you were like fuck, and I edited yours out and I just recorded my voice saying duck like over yours. And then
I didn't even catch that.
Yeah. The YouTube algorithms, I said duck, like hard D.
But my mouth said
fuh. And then it still caught it on the caption and blanked it out as the word fuck. So that's what I'm saying. There's something spicy going on.
I could 3D print us some like Mortal Kombat. You be Scorpion, I'll be Sub-Zero masks. And we're just doing the whole thing. Have the microphone in the thing.
Or we'll get the LED masks.
Or the furry suits. What are we? We've been.
Let's go back to being VTubers. That's why VTubers, they're getting away with murder because see now this is
the algorithm's boosting them because they never do anything wrong.
Oh man, America back, baby. Let's go. Oh God. Oh, holy moly.
Yeah.
You ready? You're off today, tomorrow, and through the weekend?
Yes, today is literally just finishing up all of my packing. I've got just like solo cups and paper plates and all sorts of stuff. Bunch of booze, my whole like fridge is stocked full of stuff. I've got the ice chest. It's just getting everything buttoned up so that tomorrow morning I can drive down there, and then just getting everything ready and going. It's gonna be a long drive.
Yeah. It's
her parents are like, let's meet and we can do like a convoy down.
Just go. Just get there.
Yeah. No, I don't think we will.
It's 3 hours from here, so it'll be what, 5.5 for you?
5.5 for me, yeah.
That sucks. I mean, that's not bad. It's
not gonna be bad until we get to like Vallejo. Then it's like,
well, it all depends on which way you're going down. I wouldn't even go Vallejo side. I mean, I would It all depends on.
I was thinking coming back through Sec and coming down further away from the Bay Area, and then but
I would head out like
everything
you're going
says the fastest way is to go down, like kind of like through, like Benicia and all that.
Yeah, I guess maybe. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I
know it's probably faster, but if I have to sit in like Bay Area traffic, I think I'd rather take the route that's 20 minutes longer.
Well, it all depends on when you're looking up. First off, when you leave, and then when you're looking. I would still just Google Maps it when you actually get on the road.
Yeah, I'm trying to leave here around like 9:30.
That sounds about right.
Because that'll still put me like right around my check-in time of 4 o'clock. Getting down there.
What? 9 to 4? Brad, math isn't mathing right now, bud.
Yeah, actually, as soon as I finished that sentence, the math in my head was like, what are you talking about? We'll stop and get fucking food. Don't yell at me.
Good lordy. Yeah, it'll be nice.
Oh, also.
Tell me. I'm here.
I just want to.
Just hang out. You know, they're Filipinos, so they're probably doing like a karaoke machine. Oh. Well, just hang out, have food, go keep it real relaxed. Easy. Her family was like, okay, first off, they're like, okay, we need reservations at like a place at a venue, and like that was $9,000 in itself.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, we're eloping. Like we're like, this is like what we didn't want.
Yeah.
And then like just a few days ago, they're like, so I know we said no to the winery, but I found this bistro. It's only like 140 a head, blah, blah. And I was like, I thought we were doing catering. So like I asked her, and she was just like, I don't know. They just keep calling me and say we need to do this. And I was like,
what is happening?
You just go calm down. Yeah. Go practice your makeup. I'll handle this. So I got in the group chat. I was like, hi guys. All further questions will be directed towards me. Please don't bug Janica with it.
Okay.
That didn't work.
What do you mean?
So swordfish and ribeye, right?
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. No way. No way. So what happened to the catering?
It's still coming. It's just going to be delivered, and then when we get back, we can heat it up to eat for dinner. Listen. I just thought I'd get ahead of it before.
Okay, so
the next podcast afterwards, where you're like, "Hey, what happened to what you said, Mr. Big Shot?" I put them in their place, and I said the group.
I don't want you to forget. You don't just marry the love of your life; you marry their family.
Oh yeah,
that's for life. You can still back out at any point. Brad, you can. I got a spare room,
bud. A fucking shot in hell. You got a spare room. I got a spare house. How about you come out to me, baby boy?
Fuck yeah. I claim the small little weird hall closet, man.
Come to me, Trevor.
Let's go, Brad.
God damn it! I was even gonna get my head. I was gonna play a love song to Cliff. Come on. I worked this out. The coffee isn't copying. God damn it, dude! I had a whole plan about fucking the bingo card and playing the song. It's the stage fright.
It's the stage fright, yeah. It's all right. It's the first time you perform.
The song wasn't even supposed to be for you, though. It was supposed to be for Cliff. I was supposed to throw off everything. Like, did you have me playing Cliff a love song on your bingo card?
Oh.
I was going to go hard in and just say nice things about everybody.
We're doing the catch-up one. The next Monday, we just go way off topic. We talk about nothing but finance. Like, what in the hell is happening right now?
Cliff just rips up the bingo card and pulls out the Lubriderm. Fucking tell me more about saving money.
I've actually sent emails out to his high school teachers to see if we can get them on.
Can we get a comment?
Yeah, can we get a guest star?
Cliff was terrible with his money. I'm so glad that he finally realized he doesn't have to buy Fruitopia for $2 from the school vending machines.
So last night everybody met up in Palladio. Remember where? God, it was like Keith Urban's something or other in the Palladio. Toby Keith's. That place is gone now.
Yeah, since they got in trouble for like embezzlement and money laundering.
That sounds about America.
Yeah.
It's now a Dave & Buster's.
No way.
Yeah. So
that's sick.
So we went last night. First off, the first thing I noticed is that whoever put the floors in wasn't anticipating heat. So how
big is that place though?
It's huge. It's huge.
Is it really?
It's huge.
Because I feel like Toby Keith itself was
tiny,
kind
right?
of smaller.
It's huge. It's big enough for the Dave & Buster's. It's big enough for like the bar, all the like restaurant seating, and a giant ass game room.
Okay.
So went there last night. First off, floors. Didn't anticipate the floors. They put like vinyl click plank and stuff, but like it's heat and it was hot. It was so hot inside the Dave & Buster's. It was pissing me off because like it's hot outside and once inside and it was the same temperature. It's like, do you guys have the AC on? They're like, oh, there's so many people in here. We can't, just shit. Well, the floor's like warping. So like you're watching people like walk on the floor like, oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm finna own this place.
me and Sean found this. Like we ended up just gambling all night. Like we spent money to play games, and then me and Sean just ended up trying to win tickets. And so instead of like going and playing like a bunch of shooter games, like racing games, we played a couple of them, but like me and Sean both spent like $80 or whatever. It was like, let's just get tickets. We found this stupid Pearl game. And it was like, dude, it was like being at a casino. This is why I can't gamble. So we're playing, you swipe your card.
I think it's even worse that you're doing it for tickets instead of actual money. What are you winning?
That's what I'm saying. Well, I'll show you what I won. Okay. So we're sitting there and you swipe your card. It gives you 3 pearls and then you try and drop the pearls down this thing. And then it pushes other pearls off and you try to, it was like pie gow. You know what I mean? Like it was just what it was. And so I'm sitting there and I'm kind of like winning tickets and I'm like, all right, whatever. No big deal. And then I'm like, okay, I'm done. We've been doing this for a while. I'm ready to move on. I look over to Sean. Sean didn't realize you got 3 pearls per every swipe. So he was just doing swipe, 1 pearl, swipe, 1 pearl, swipe, 1 pearl, swipe, 1 pearl. And so he's like, okay, I guess I'm done too. And I looked over and up at the top of his tickets is like 54 pearls. And I was like, Sean, like, it's 3 per swipe. He's like, oh, I didn't know. So he was like, okay, we're done. He just started pressing the button to launch all the pearls. And they like plinko down and they landed these different holes. He ended up breaking the machine. The machine was like, and it just kept spitting pearls for like 10 minutes. And we're like, he's just getting like bonus after bonus after bonus. We're like, oh, we found the win. So we sat there just swiping cards, just mashing pearls. At the end of the night, we meet up with everybody. Like, all right, hey, you guys want to go turn in your tickets? Everybody's like, yeah, I got like 1,200, and everybody's like, I got like 1,000 or whatever. And like Sean's like, I've got 15,000. I was like, I've got 10,000. Everybody's like, what in the fuck are you talking? We shopped. So like, there's a tiering scale, right? There's like every time you go to like arcades and stuff, it's like here's like a stuffed animal for like 100 tickets or something like that. And then there's like in the case, there's like, here's some things for like 10,000 tickets. And then there's like, here's a PS5 and a Blu-ray, like whatever for
100,000.
Exactly. So we didn't have, of course, for the PS5 or the Xbox and stuff like that. But Sean had enough that he was like, oh, I need some stuff for the Switch. Got like a big ass Switch case that had like a bunch of like headphones and like controllers and stuff. I got... There's a keyboard. There's a ramen bowl with chopsticks. I got a magnetic timer. Lucky cat lamp. Himalayan salt rock lamp. Oh yeah, there's more. There's more. It's everywhere. Was it a waste? Absolutely. Is all this stuff worth $80? Absolutely not. Did I have fun? No, probably
I was
not.
about to say, like, you pulling that out was the equivalent of me pulling out my guitar thinking that I was going to do something cool. You're like, $80 for $3 worth of shit off Temu? Yep, look, I did it.
But I put my fucking heart and soul into winning. So that was was step one. I didn't make all of my money on that Pearl game, but I hit all like other jackpots on like big spin wheels or like the actual big Plinko machine. And then when we're actually playing games that were winning tickets, like the basketball, the skee ball, I was just killing it. Stacked up. It was hot. I hadn't been to a Dave & Buster's in a while, so I had a little bit of fun.
There's got to be somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, first off,
somewhere between like, I'm just doing this to gamble for tickets, and somewhere between Clorf won't leave the Fast and the Furious fucking game. Like, somewhere in there is where you need to be to really enjoy the most out of your Dave & Buster's experience.
So do you remember when we would go to the one in Roseville or whatever, and it was like 21 and older, you had to check in, there was no like,
oh no.
So they have that same policy, but now it's like kids are allowed as long as kids are accompanied by parents. So there was a lot of...
Does Chuck E. Cheese exist?
That's what I was saying. I was like, what in the world? Like, I just... It didn't have the same adult feel to it as it like normally did. We played a couple games where like it was like Guitar Hero and stuff like that. Like we picked up the things and I was like, this is gross.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'm
just a Clorf. Fuck them kids.
Oh, I mean, he was in heaven.
You want to play some games with me? I got extra tokens.
I've got candy too.
Let's also acknowledge. Start clapping. Start clapping. Big shout out to Clorf for taking a shit with his girl in the other room.
Yeah, that
crossing barriers, fucking echoing off the walls that he's so concerned that like the air conditioner's got to be pumping hard enough.
You know
that she doesn't hear it.
You know,
imagine the smells coming out. Just a mixture of cheap Febreze and whatever the fuck came out of his ass.
You know, he was like, I'm gonna go brush my teeth.
What a step.
I'll go brush my teeth, and he's just sitting on the toilet, like texting us, like, do you think she'll hear? Gotta go.
It's like that scene in Along Came Polly where like there's no toilet paper, so he's using the loofah with like her grandmother's hand stitched towel.
You know, and they were out drinking and stuff, so you know that was like one of those like bramble one, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And Cliff drinks like IPAs, so you also know it's hoppy.
Ugh. It's cat piss bread. Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, you know what? If she stays with him after that, she's a trooper.
You're a fucking trooper.
Or
maybe.
Or
if you stay.
Here's the thing. He never clarified. What if it was her? Yeah. Exactly right. He's like,
he's out there in the front room. He's all, man, AC's really blasted. She's been in there a long time. And it's the opposite. Oh, he's in his head. You know, she did have a lot of IPAs with me. And those Dave & Buster's apps weren't really as like clean of eating as you think.
Or she's like, I have to use the restroom. And he's like, she went in there. He's like, I don't want to hear this. How loud do I have to turn the AC up? I don't want to ruin the magic.
Oh, man.
Oh. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been on the check mark. I sit again, like you said. I think we're thinking of last week's bingo. I hope none of those answers are on there again. So I want to make this whole episode. I want to throw Aaron off. I only want to talk about the things that were on that bingo card.
That's
ruin everyone's fun.
I'm trying to. Sean fucking sucks. And I think Sean sucks Will. And that's gay. That should be 3 right there.
That's not fun. If we're also like bingo, like check.
No. I'm trying to what time? How long have we been doing this? I'm trying to think. Okay.
30 minutes.
I'm securing the timestamp in my head so that I can just refresh on the bingo cards until I see like the perfect.
Yeah. Oh man. I'm realizing now. Okay, so now that we were at the arcade or whatever, I really do want to buy an arcade cabinet, like those ones from Best Buy that we keep talking about.
Yeah,
I realized last night, just like sitting around just playing on an arcade, I was like, I think that's just good quality child fun that I miss doing. I mean, I don't miss spending the damn money. Like, it's expensive to go to an arcade nowadays. When like
it is expensive. I do dig arcade games, and there's something to be said about just like the joystick and the simple pads. I think my problem with the ones that you buy from Best Buy, if there was one that was a little more like how are we in the age of technology where like we're still like one cabinet is one Mortal Kombat game, you know? I want one that has a lot more packed into it.
I think it's their selling purposes. I think you could honestly, realistically, we could
I've seen the Raspberry Pis that turn into a full-blown arcade game.
I was thinking more or less you could just probably build a cabinet and stick things inside there and just have it run that direction. I think a lot of it also has to be with like, you got to find.
I mean, I want Metal Slug. I want like Capcom versus Marvel.
Yeah.
Tekken's. Mortal Kombat, you know, but like the original one. I don't want any of the new stuff.
I also think that it's one of those things where.
What's the dungeon crawler one?
Gauntlet?
Yeah, Gauntlet Legends. Was that what it was? Yeah. That was like a rare one where like it'd be in like the pizza factory and then it'd disappear for a while. You'd be like, no. And then like you'd go into like another place like, holy shit, they've got Gauntlet. And then all of a sudden all of the kids run in and it's like everybody like come on, you died, let me in.
Man, you hit the nail on the head though, man. Just hearing Metal Slug, like, oh yeah, God, instantly just taking me back. But I think that's also the thing about a cabinet too, where like, yeah, like I don't have the space for multiple cabinets, but if I did, I would definitely want multiple cabinets.
Oh yeah, no.
You know what I mean? Like obviously like
if you had the space and the money and everything that goes into it, multiple cabinets is the shit.
Absolutely.
Being realistic though, wouldn't it be better if there was just like a very slimline cabinet?
I agree. I absolutely agree.
One that you could mount to the wall where just like a little thing comes out.
There's also
it takes away from the aesthetic for sure. It doesn't have the nostalgia feel.
It does not have the nostalgia feel. And I think that's the only reason that you would do a cabinet, because realistically, I'm not going to get up out of a chair with my Steam library to go sit and play a cabinet all day long. You know what I mean? Like that's not going to happen.
Just sit.
Oh yeah.
Why didn't I put this up a little taller?
Bro, my back after like we played a Halo shooter last night. You know how like Time Crisis, but Halo style.
I was waiting for you to say that. That's a cabinet.
That's a cabinet.
That's a cabinet.
Oh my God.
That's one that deserves its own standalone. And I guess technically there's like a couple like Resident Evil games and stuff, but Time Crisis, my dude.
Dude, so good. So good. But we played the Halo one, and after playing the Halo one for a little bit, I was like, my back hurts. Because the gun is like big enough for kids to play, obviously, or like, I don't know, smaller adults. I guess I was playing with James, and James was like, oh, the gun feels fine. I'm like, bro, it's so tiny. Like, I can't hold it. And like, you know, if you wanted to shoulder a rifle, it's like this. And after a little bit of time, you're like, I'm just tired.
Your head's back like this.
Try to look through it. We were talking about it too, up in Harrah's in Tahoe. I don't know if you remember this or not. It was
the underground arcade.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
If you went through the entrance of Harrah's, right? Harrah's was left hand side of the street, right? Was that Harrah's? Or was that Harvey's?
Harvey's was, if you're driving state line going into Nevada, Harvey's on the left, Harrah's on the right.
Okay, whatever one was.
And then Mont Bleu on the other side next to Harrah's.
Okay, so it was Harvey's. Harvey's downstairs arcade had two racing games right when you walked into the door, and then it had the double sets that go downstairs to where the arcade room was. on the left-hand side, they had 2 racing games there, but the racing games were episode 1 pod racing. And
Ooh.
they were actually like, you got into it, like you had to climb in over the top, and it actually had the 2 joystick. It looked like Anakin's pod. And then it was just episode 1 pod racing. And like you would turn by reducing the power on one of the shifters, and then you had the boost on the side of it. It was like the first time I had gone to Tahoe for something as a kid, and that game was like $2 or something like that. It was like the expensive one. I must have wasted like $60 there. Got like 30 runs of it. I was there all fucking night. That's all I did was just pod race all night. It was so sick. Pick a guy. I was like, oh, play different people, Gasgano, Sebulba. And then it was just
Neva Kiva.
Yeah, dude.
All of them. I swear to God, you get exactly like 4.5, 5 beers in me, and you pull out a Nintendo 64 with pod racing. I don't care how bad the graphics are. I'll spend all night on it.
I bought it on Steam a while back when it first came out, and then the game was so poorly optimized they pulled it. I don't even have it anymore. And then they re-released it at like an extra, like higher cost. I was like, man, I'm not buying that again. But I would 100% pod race. It was such, and especially being a kid.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? The movie had been out or whatever, and it was like, you're just a kid pod racing, actually pod
before
racing.
all the neckbeards were like, episode 1 sucks. And like, you were still like in it.
I remember this one guy was waiting. He was like, kid, are you going to get out of this? I was like, I got money, man. I ain't going nowhere. My dad's drunk at the bar. I ain't going nowhere. And I just all night long, I think my dad finally came down at like 3 a.m. to grab me. It's like, what are you doing? It's like, I've been pod racing.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Fuck off, man.
Yeah.
I climbed the leaderboard, dude. I was in it. I was so sick. If I had the space and I could have a couple cabinets and then like an actual racing game, like a racing game that I would want, like an actual sit down racing game. Oh my God. It'd be so sick. It'd be so sick. Do you remember Sam's Town?
No,
you never went.
I never got to go to Sam's Town. I just heard stories about how wonderful that place was.
So my oldest,
Mom, if you're watching this, thanks a fucking lot.
Ruin his childhood. When I lived with my mom, when I was a little kid, my older sister used to take me. She took me to Sam's Town a couple times. I couldn't have been older than like 3 years old, 4 years old going to Sam's Town. That was the first time I ever rode one of the motorcycle racing games that leaned.
Yeah.
And it was like a dirt bike one. Oh, I was hooked. So sick. Sam's Town.
Touching your knees, tucking your elbows.
Bro. Sam's Town was wild too. Because it was literally like whatever. Because I'm trying to think of what's over there now. Because that was on the other side from where Applebee's.
Not grocery outlet, but like the forklift.
Yeah.
All that over there.
Okay, so like where Slingshots is. The backside of the wrap, that was all Sam's Town, right? So it was like, and it was long. It was the whole thing. And so everything was just arcade cabinets and arcade games, and everything was 25 cents. It was wild, dude. Wild. And that place disappeared. Yeah. It's like, man, that would be, and now we have things like Coin Op. And Coin Op is dope because Coin Op is still 25 cents per cabinet because they make all their money on the beer and food. You know what I mean? It's a bar, so that's where they make all their money. But the arcade cabinets are so sick in there. The problem is, and this is the problem with most arcade, and then maybe me just getting older, it's just always so crowded.
Yeah.
Like I just hate dealing with fucking crowds and drunk people. Like I gotta drink just enough to like be coherent, but to deal with drunk people, because if I'm sober dealing with drunk people, I'm like, I don't want to do this. If I'm too fucked up, I'm fighting people.
Yeah, that's my problem. If I start dealing with people like that, it's like, I'm just going to get drunker than everybody else, so I don't care.
Yeah.
And then I'm the problem.
Yeah. But that would be what I want. I'd want like a room, a basement, or a garage that just had arcade cabinets and racing games and just something where people came, a pool table in the middle, you know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
where people could come over, we'd have fun, and then people just bullshit on games, sit out in that area and just drink and bullshit and play arcade and stuff like that. That would be the goal. Having a Guitar Hero Center, you know, so you can do a rock band, you know, we'll build a stage so you can have it all up. It's like karaoke, but like with rock band, arcade cabinets on one side, pool table in the middle, a bunch of couches on the back side, like a mini bar and it with a fridge. Oh,
that's the dream. That's why people play the lottery.
See, that's the problem with the lottery too. If I won the lottery, I would immediately do dumb shit like that. I wouldn't even pay debt first. I would just buy myself, and then I would pay debt.
It'd be gone. The money would be gone before you even got time.
I'd have to plan it out, but I would be stupid like that. I feel like I'd have to win a lot of lotto money. If I won a lot, we've talked about this before when like the lotto was like up to like, what was it, like 2 billion or something?
Like 2 billion. Yeah.
Holy moly. I don't even know what I would do with that amount of money, but I know the first year, like by the end of the first year, I'd be in a rehab program.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For everything. For everything. Just check it off the list. I would just be, it'd be Fight Club, where he just goes to different rehab programs or whatever, just because that's his
just
thing.
To feel something.
Yes. Oh my god! Me and Sean played a racing game last night. It was like a jet ski racing game, and I was like, "Does this lean? No, it doesn't lean. Okay, this is fine. It's no big deal." It was like, but it had movements. It was like being on Star Tours,
Like front to back.
You didn't lean. The whole game did its own thing. So as you turn corners and stuff, the thing would shift. It pounded the shit out of my nuts, man.
Yeah.
We got done with it, and I was like, I'm done. That hurt.
It's not a real Sea-Doo.
Ow.
There's no memory foam right there in the pelvic girdle. It's just cheap shit put together to throw in an arcade.
When we were in Mexico, me and Cliff ran jet skis for like a couple hours or something.
Yeah, I remember you talking about your back for the next 3 months afterwards.
I was so miserable. There's nothing that will compare to that. But when you're just like, I'm going to open throttle on the water and you go. It's not like, beep, 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 beep. You're like holding on for dear life through the water. Yeah.
Just redlining.
Yeah.
You're like really like going with the waves. You're just kind of skipping over them.
Man, that was the coolest thing. It was like,
that's what's getting your back.
It was like, it was going out and like hitting the waves and then turning back and coming into shore, following the waves. And you were just like, whoa, 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 whoa. It's like, oh, turn around and do it again. Boom. Hour was too much. That's why I got up the next day. I was like, oh, my hands are a little raw. That was when I sat down to go to the bathroom. And I was just like, I actually physically cannot get up from the toilet.
Yeah.
Like I'm and then, like, you know, it's all marble walls and shit, so there's nothing to grab onto. It's like I can't get up. I had to wipe and roll off the toilet.
Yeah, you're just compressing your spine over and over and over again. It's like all those fucking special ops dudes that are in like the Navy SWIC program, where they have like the speedboats that come in and stuff. Like over the course of their career, they lose like 2 inches, and all of a sudden have their entire back fused just because, I mean, they're just hitting wave after wave. And like, you may not think it, but like
over time,
prolong just doing that, all of your discs compressing on yourself.
God, see, that would be, I need to find, like, I've seen
be the most badass feeling though.
Yeah. I got to find a chiropractor that doesn't just do like we're going to wrap your head in a thing. Cause I've had them do the thing where they wrap your head and then like yank you and like,
don't do that.
Oh yeah.
Don't do that.
What do you mean don't do that? Look, pop the head off. I've already lived my life. But if
how many lives have you saved this week?
Dude, how many lives have you?
A month ago, I had a lady that came in. She's like, I have hip pain. I went to a chiropractor. He did that thing where he pulls on your heels and he pops the joints. Guy literally pulled the head of her femur from the rest of her femur.
Yeah, it sounds
fracture right in her femoral neck.
You know, she went to one of those like massage envy chiropractors.
You realize I'm just talking about pulling a leg and you're talking about pulling your fucking head.
Brad, I'm still standing here. Don't do the
For
thing.
now.
Don't do the thing that was fine.
Was it okay? It might have been fine that time. What about a carotid dissection? What's going to happen then?
Don't
when he pulls and all of a sudden the
don't
tension
get in your vehicle.
yanks.
Don't get in your vehicle and drive long distances.
Here we go.
Statistically, more people die in car accidents every day in America than anything else. Than planes.
Will's a piece of fucking shit.
You got it. You got to take adventurous things. I had a guy who did it. And he went, and the feeling from it cracking, like stretching me out and cracking, I felt it go from my neck all the way to my butthole. It was the most satisfying, like, pull that my body, like, it just felt like everything in my body. I could breathe better. I felt like I was digesting better. What I want one of those old school medieval ones where they tie your feet and hands and they just pull you and you like just stretch you all the way out. Oh God, that's the most satisfying thing in the entire world.
When we're doing the podcast and you're talking like this, and this is your giggle fit,
then you will know that I have lived my life to the fullest while you sit in your plastic bubble all day long.
I can't fucking wait.
You're weak.
Live life
You're
to the
weak,
fullest.
Brad. I thought you were an American. You're trying
to wheel your way up to my arcade cabinet and you can't reach the controls because you don't have one that actuates up and down. Then who's going to be laughing?
Just so you're aware, I will never get to that point. First off, I'm a god. Okay, I'm invincible. I'm not invulnerable, but I am invincible. Second, if it ever did happen that I was at that point, I would do everything in my power to kill myself. I will never live like a vegetable. Ever. If the only thing I have is like blinking eye movements, I'll hold my breath until I go. You will not catch me in a vegetable state. It's not going to happen. I'm putting it in a will for all the friends.
Really trying to find a way to like make a funny $1 million baby reference, but it's all pretty fucked up.
He killed her in the end anyway. Bite the tongue, drown in your own blood. And this is for all my friends out there. If you ever get to that point and someone in my family or my life is like, no, we got to keep him alive. You know for a fact you need to kill me. I'm not living like
I think I've already made you this promise.
Yeah.
Did you say something about like a bunch of hits of ass before you go?
Yeah. Dump it. Do whatever you want. Go wild. Sell my body to a sex organization. I don't give a shit, but make sure I am dead.
Do whatever you want. Sell my body to a sex organization, but make sure I'm dead.
Yeah.
Fucking just pushing like a shopping cart with your dead body inside of it to a sex organization. I've got some premium veg puss for you. Just ripping off a tarp and just
look, the dark web is a weird
still
place.
Slightly warm.
There are weird people on the internet. Necrophilia is only illegal because the person doesn't give consent. I've given consent.
Oh man,
it's like in all of America. I think there's only one state. I think it's Idaho. Cannibalism is not illegal in the United States. Have we talked about this before? I don't know if we talked about this on the podcast.
I think we have talked about this before.
Yeah,
it was the guy that he didn't get got for cannibalism. He got for desecrating a human body and ruining a crime scene.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. There are ways around it, man. So we're gonna go get neck pulled.
I'm not. You have fun.
Why? You would feel so good.
Nah.
Why?
Nah.
Why?
Anything. Have you never heard me drunk in your kitchen? I fucking save lives. Hey, you know what you should do? Not go to a chiropractor. Every time I force my opinions on people in your kitchen when I'm drunk talking about my job, it's usually, hey, if I could give you one piece of advice, don't ever go to a chiropractor that uses force to pop your back. Because that's what I see the most. Is people that like, oh, I went to a chiropractor for this, or doctors that look at you and think that they know what they're doing and try to pop something back into a socket and end up doing more damage to the muscle groups that hold it in.
Do you know how many dislocated shoulders and hips that I've had over my lifetime? That I've just slammed a shoulder back into a wall to pop it back into its place?
Yeah. Hey, what's that behind you?
It's a chair.
Oh, do you sleep in that?
Yeah, I do.
Because it's more comfortable than a bed most times?
Yeah, but Okay, so on my shoulder. I have degenerative disc disease.
Everybody does.
Yeah, I know.
It's called just getting older.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And mine just sucks. Did I scorpion myself around a tree and probably cause the beginning point of that back pain? Yeah. Yeah. Shit happens.
Yeah.
So what now? I got to live with this for the rest of my
I'm going to mitigate the shit that happens to me. We've been stupid enough all of our life that we should be getting our shit together now.
Yeah, but I'm still living, Brad. I'm still here. I'm still here, man.
Yeah.
Dude, nothing feels better than getting your back popped. How many times you crack your neck throughout the day? I watch you fucking swing your head back and forth to crack your neck. You know it's bad. You know it's fucking bad, and you're not supposed
Anything that you can do without exterior forces
I
is
watch
fine.
you do force.
No, I don't. Okay.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. If you can't do it like this, but you got to throw your fucking hand into it. It's
I can still.
Well, yeah. Too fast. This is dehydration. Oh God.
What's happening? Who's dying? Am I or are you? I can't tell if you're making fun of me or if you're really hurting.
Oh God. Oh, I got a fucking hamstring cramp so bad.
I'm not fucking dying.
Oh, it hurts. Oh my God, it hurts so bad. I need water.
That's what you get, you fucking idiot.
Oh, I need a banana. I need to go see a chiropractor.
I got a hamstring.
Oh, fuck.
My hamstring's got a cramp. Can you pop my fucking neck for me?
Oh my God, that hurts so bad. Oh, oh, and that's on the right leg where you know, like I don't have any feeling in this leg. You don't know if it's like going like a weird.
So it's just like a phantom. Like,
yeah. Well, no, and all of a sudden it just hurts. You're just like, oh, something's wrong. And it's so tight, dude. It feels like a rock. Oh, okay, we're back.
Yeah.
That hurts so bad. That hurts so bad. Oh God. Okay.
Yeah.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
We'll play back into this. We'll talk about video games next week. Oh, we gotta talk about video.
We talked about games the entire time.
We talked about David
Arcades.
Butts. Yeah, that's a good point. A game is a game, right?
Yeah.
Plinko's a game. And I'm so fucking good at Plinko. It's in my soul, bro. It's in my soul.
All right, kids. We'll catch you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.